Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Game of Cryptos. I hope you guys are all doing well. One thing I want to address, the main thing I want to address in this video, right now it seems like in the current market conditions, people are starting to think or wonder, like, is this the beginning of the bear market? Has Bitcoin potentially topped out? Has it peaked out? And at the end of the day, honestly, at the end of the day, no one 100% knows like the truth to this, but in my honest opinion, I really don't think we are near the top. Again, I will say this, and I've stressed it in many of my other videos, that I think the first potential peak of this market will be, March, April, May of this year, and then we'll see another potential peak into the Q4, so like October, November, December of 2025. So that means initially, like, that summer period will probably be in a lot more sideways choppiness. So having that said, I want to just, kind of go over a couple of Bitcoin charts. And guys, at the end of the day, you're probably recognizing that I'm going more over, Bitcoin analysis, chart analysis, and not necessarily telling you guys about some of the, bullish cryptos and whatnot, and me talking, solo about certain cryptos. I will do that from time to time, but right now I think what's even more important, because I feel like that research was done, back in 2022 and 2023, and even in 2024 when people were DCAing into their favorite altcoins, their favorite cryptos. That was the main time to be like, really pinpointing some of the bullish cryptos. Now, when we're in the last, the fourth quarter of this, if it's a football game, if we're in the fourth quarter of this football game, it's really we're trying to articulate how we want to end the game. How are we going to end the game winning and not losing? Just like in this bull run. 2025 should be bullish like 2021 was at the end of the cycle. We should be seeing a new high this year, and if all goes well, Bitcoin could be definitely in the higher up from now. Is it going to be 120s or 30s or 40s or 160K? Time will tell. But what I want to just remind you guys is just going over a couple basic charts. This is on bitbo.io. A lot of you are familiar with this chart. It's the rainbow chart. If you go back and look at previous cycles, the green lines are the halvings. One of the most simple patterns that you guys see in this chart is that after a halving, price goes up tremendously. Very, very bullish. Green line, halving, price goes up. Green line, halving, price goes up. Green line, which is the halving, price is going up. We are still in a bullish uptrend. And another thing that is very, very important to note in this chart, another thing that I see, if you go over the last couple of cycles, Bitcoin in the market didn't peak until the top wasn't in until we saw, we were hitting this, we're past the orange and past the yellow color and hitting the orange and almost basically tapping the red. And if you see right now in this chart, December 12th, 2025, we are basically right around the green area still. So what that tells me is we still have time to go in this bull run. I don't personally think that we are near the top. And it seems like if you're on crypto Twitter, if you're on X, and some YouTubers, it does seem like there is a lot of caution, which, I mean, in a way, I do believe it can be good to caution people about, putting everything in the market and not getting wrecked. But if there was a time period to put everything into the market, to put all the chips down on some of the most bullish altcoins, the ones that you have the most conviction in, this is the year to do it. 2021 was the year to do it. 2017 was the year to do it, because that's when we get the most parabolic price action. And although it seems like things have been a little choppy and that Bitcoin has been a little sideways and it hasn't gone past 108K, it doesn't mean that this bull run is over. And interesting enough, and I will go over, I love to go over, tweets. And Alex Becker has one, and he says, "Oh, you really thought," he says, "Oh, you thought there would be a clear bullish good vibes all the way to the market top? Just thought you were going to prance in here and have a good, no risk, low stress time?" And he's like, "No, you're a silly child. This isn't how crypto works." And then he says, "Sell me your bags and back off and go back to your 9 to 5. Now, obviously, Alex Becker likes to joke a lot. So a lot of this is very much sarcasm, but, there's a lot of truth to some of his tweets, although sometimes they can be a little harsh to the everyday person. But it's true. Like, this journey, guys, isn't going to be easy. If crypto was easy, every single one we know would be in it. Your friends, your family, your coworkers. There's a reason why you are one of the only people in your friend group watching this video right now. Because you are a trailblazer. You are a one percenter. You are someone that is trying to change their life. And when you try to do things that are very monumental, that process isn't going to be easy. And I'm not here to try and preach, but it's just things that, I have to tell myself to remind me, why I got in this. And I didn't come this far to come this far. Another thing, another chart, and these charts are they're golden. On the cycle low multiple, this is showing you obviously the last cycles, and the red is where we're at right now. In the last cycles, in 2021, in 2017, the orange and the green right here, the market did see a little, we did dip a little bit, guys, but we rallied literally right now, around this time, if not so in about another week. And again, we do have the Trump inauguration. I believe it's around January 20th or so. I really do think the market is basically waiting for that to play out, and then the bull run, quote unquote, will continue. It's like the brakes kind of got pressed right now, and I think we are going to see this increase in price in Bitcoin. And if we see the increase in Bitcoin, inevitably altcoins, the last year is when altcoins start to outperform. It's when Ethereum starts to outperform. This is when we should start seeing Solana outperform and do well again, and so on down the chart. So just hang in there, guys. I know things can be frustrating at times. You're waiting to see your portfolio 4x 5x overnight, and it's not going to happen overnight. We have to be a little bit more patient, but hopefully towards the end of this year or later on this year, we'll look back and be like, I'm glad we continued to have faith and believe in the history of previous price action. And obviously, a lot has to do with the macro and what happens in the macro. So yeah, guys. And then the last thing that I will note, if we go to just CoinGecko, when it comes to, during this time, guys, just remember, we're not going to be able to get into every single crypto play. It's impossible. There's hundreds of thousands, millions of cryptos to get in. But a word of advice, not financial advice, but it is advice, is, just, depending on the amount of money you have, go in with your highest conviction in some of the, the top picks per category. So for instance, if you were someone that, let's say you believe this, let's say you're someone that really believes the hype of AI. I'm trying to find the AI category on here. I saw it earlier. I wonder where it is. So we'll just pick memes for right now. I would generally go in, and honestly, I feel like you should be already allocated in some of your favorite projects and have a really good allocation to them. But, pick some of your favorite altcoins, maybe 2 in each category. Let's say you have 3 categories that you're super bullish in. Say you're super bullish on meme coins. Like let's say you're someone that, you're really backing like Murad and, the things he's talking about. And you really do think like the memes are going to get a lot of allocation. Pick some like 2 of your favorite in that category. Maybe you like Pepe. Maybe you like Brett. Maybe you like XPX 6900. Maybe you like ModCoin. Maybe you like Giga. Maybe you like Popcat. Like, again, I'm just naming random ones. Maybe you like Goatius Maximus, which is Go. Maybe pick 2 and go in with high conviction. And then go into the next category of the cryptos that you're bullish in. So, again, like, let's say you're someone that is like, okay, I really want to be invested into artificial intelligence. There he goes. There goes the category. Okay, we're pulling up. Okay, what cryptos are part of that narrative? Near ICP, Render, BitTensor, Virtuals. Pick the EOS. Pick the ones that you have the most conviction in, and go with it. And pick again a couple. What the mistake is, what people do, and you don't want to do. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. You don't want to buy 10 meme coins and buy 10 different AI coins and only have $100 into each one. You're not heavy enough to make actual like life-changing or really, really good returns. So that's why it's important to just really just kind of allocate that money that you have into a couple specific plays and slightly be, diversified, not overly, but I would say I really think a really healthy portfolio has at least a minimum of 3 different cryptos from different narratives. So again, AI, gaming, meme coins, layer ones. And again, the list goes on and on for layer ones. You could be in Solana, you could be in Sui, you could be in Caspa, just to name a few. Pick the ones that you are still bullish on. And I do want to mention, since I did just talk about Caspa, it's crazy how the Caspa seems like it went from the most favorite crypto to in a way like the most hated. I don't get that, and a lot of it is because of its price action. But guys, does this chart tell you and say anything that like this is not a bullish crypto anymore? Yeah, it's been in this accumulation phase for a year, but if anything, that means it's going to have one crazy breakout. So I'm just using Caspa as an example, guys. If you are highly convicted in a crypto and a play, don't let other people fudge you out of your bags unless something fundamentally has changed. Unless you realize like, something is happening, they're going to do a hard fork, or they're going to, unless something drastically changes with that crypto, don't get fudded out of your bags. And I saw so many people get fudded out of Caspa. And I think looking back, a lot of people potentially might regret it. So yeah, I just wanted to make that point. So yeah, guys, that's all I have today. Let me know in the comments, where do you see Bitcoin going from here? Are we going to put in a new all-time high in 2025? Do you think that we topped out? Again, I personally do not think we have, and I think that the rest of, at least the next 3 to 4 months are going to be extremely bullish, and we will see where we're at around, April or May time. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. And as you guys are probably aware, I've only been doing about a video a week, and really what it comes down to is, there's, not much is happening in the market, and I only want to give you guys good like alpha when I feel like I have alpha. If I don't really want to get on here and just talk to talk. Does that make sense, guys? Because I feel like a lot of YouTubers, they just get on here to talk and engage and, try to, just say whatever just so they can get views and this and that. I could care less. I really only want to give you advice when there is advice to be given. And again, it's not really advice. It's not financial advice, but you get what I'm saying. So as of right now, just expect expect to continually to only see about a video a week. And, if I have more to say, obviously you will see me more throughout the week. But I want to thank you guys for those of you that have been sticking through this channel, have been watching me. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.